It's been a while since the Danny Masterson sentencing came down, and I'm starting to notice a pattern. The same old people that normally circle the wagons whenever it comes to these sorts of situations, well, they're kind of lining up on the same side, seeing a lot of patterns right here repeat themselves. And, well, I went from being kind of on the fence when it came to this stuff to just being, no, Danny Masterson was set up, okay? So I know that I might have, kicked the hornet's nest with the last video, but frankly, I don't care. It's my opinion when it comes to this stuff, and frankly, if I see some stuff that I can corroborate by drawing on past experiences, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I built this channel on. So if you're offended by that, just drop your dislike and get the fuck out of here. Frankly, I don't care. Because when Amy Schumer and the same other people that were also out there supporting Amber Heard, even still to this day, like, bruh, when they start to come out and say that, no, everything was bad, and if you support Danny Masterson, that means that you're also enabling rapists. Like, just shut up. Amy Schumer trolls Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis for supporting convicted person of interest, Danny Masterson. Yeah, how dare you back up your friends. After being accused of cyberbullying Nicole Kidman, I have no idea what that is. A comedian. Amy Schumer's a comedian. Well, the only thing funny is when she's trying to squeeze into some pants that she wore last week. She's a big girl and took aim at Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis in her apology. In his deleted Instagram post on Monday, Schumer poked fun at the support letters that That 70 Show alums wrote to their former co-star Danny Masterson, who was convicted of a grape in May. I want to apologize to all the people I hurt, posting a photo of Nicole Kidman and alluding to her being an alien. I feel pretty star 42. What the fuck are we talking about? I will be asking the cast of That 70 Show to write letters advocating for my forgiveness. Oh no, just if you want forgiveness for your affront to the comedic genre, there's some people that would write letters for you, but it would be asking for harsher penalties because there's no bigger hack, metaphorically and physically, that has come along and done more damage to the medium than you. And that's also the only time that you're going to hear Amy Schumer and medium in the same sentence. The social media upload came after Schumer found herself under fire. Yeah, posting a picture of Nicole Kidman, who cares? The apology that the inside Amy Schumer, get it? She just tells sex jokes about herself. Alum, right, it was her show, and then it got canceled when everybody's like, wow, nobody's laughing to this, huh? Interesting. Posted and quickly deleted, captured and shared on Twitter by eagle-eyed social media users referencing the backlash that Kutcher 45, Kunis 40 are facing for supporting Masterson. Before the disgraced actor 47 was sentenced to 30 years to life, 15 concurrent years, likely only end up serving 8 unless you can get appeal across. Just go ahead and make that concrete and clear. And again, that's another thing. I'm seeing the media just continue to run with something that is so very obviously not the case. I'm just noticing, guys. The couple praised him, with letters to the judge. As a friend, Danny has been nothing but a positive influence on me, Kutcher wrote, claiming that his fellow ranch alumni was not an ongoing harm to society. Yeah, exactly, because the only thing that you could get him on was a couple of weepy testimonies from a couple of chicks from 2003. There was that one other accuser, but that count was thrown out. Interesting, even less than zero evidence. Couldn't convince a jury. Strange. But now, this rage machine is trying to take down Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis at the same time. Like, they were the only people to write letters of support, but those are the ones that you're going after. This is very strange how Danny Masterson wooed Ashton Kutcher to Scientology before, the leniency plea. Okay, Ashton Kutcher is normally a pro at navigating Hollywood scandals, including a high-profile divorce. Yeah, with Demi Moore when he woke up one day and went, oh, wow, this bitch ancient. What the fuck am I doing? I am Ashton Kutcher. But the star-turned-multi-millionaire investor has come under fire for sending a pre-sentencing letter of support for his great friend. Imagine that, man. Like, the media is so scummy. Don't you dare stand up for your friends. Somebody that you've known forever, just saying that, yeah, I knew him. He was a great guy. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. And if you do, well, I hope one day that you have some good friends and some family that would stick by you through thick and thin. Because the people that are circling the wagons, like you've seen there with Amy Schumer, Griffin, Christina Ricci, all of the same ones that were just hashtag Team Amber, hashtag Believe All Women. We've seen this song and dance before. And that's why Amy Schumer showed up, because he thought that she could just rip off an old bit and try to make it new again. Kutcher has quietly maintained ties to Scientology. Oh, see, he's quiet about this, but I thought that entire trial kind of stemmed on the fact that Danny Masterson was so inexorably linked with Scientology, so at the same time, people are trying to distance themselves from the church, but it's also super powerful. Make that one make sense. The pals first met on the set of the sitcom, which debuted in 1998. I thought it was 1999 with That 70s Show. They played a pair of layabout high school stoners who on the hit sitcom that also starred Kutcher's now wife, Mila Kunis, Laura Prepon, Wilmer Valderrama, Topher Grace, Deborah Jo Rupp, Kurtwood Smith. Oh, it was a fun show. It's been a while since I've, watched an episode back. Don't know how well it holds up, but I really liked it back in the day. Masterson, 47, grew up in Scientology alongside his younger brother Christopher, who starred in Malcolm in the Middle. What? Who was he? And the younger siblings, Jordan and Alana. He also made it their mission to get the cast members into the church, according to sources. Well, did they? And that right there is a quintessential late 90s. Okay, I guess. Yeah, December 2000. The big buttoned overcoat. Yo, man. And a denim skirt. Like, holy. Claire Heady, a former Scientologist. Oh my God, you can never get anybody inside the church, but you can always find somebody from outside the church. A former Scientologist. Yeah, just shut the fuck up. Who testified against Masterson as an expert witness. Somebody who used to be it. I gotta find more details on this trial, because the more I find out about it, the more sketch it is. Oh, I used to be in the church. You can be an expert witness. What the fuck? He testified against Masterson as an expert witness during his trial, told Page 6, yes, Masterson would have been tasked with bringing them all into Scientology. Tasked, or, he was friends with the people that he was working with, and it's like, okay, naturally, your religious convictions would probably come up in parlance, and it's like, just come by the church one day. Could be great. Like, I know when I was growing up, a really good friend of mine, actually a couple of my really good friends were really devout. Their parents were devout Christians, and I ended up going to church on a couple of Sundays, because that was the only way that you could have sleepovers, so we would play Halo until the, wee hours of the morning. Then we'd have to get ready and go to service at 10 o'clock or something like that. I forget. This was like, 2 decades ago at this point. But yeah, man, that's just naturally how it happens. I don't know. Oh, they were targeted. Sure thing. I'll take your word on it. You're an expert. Scientology expert. Oh, we just got experts everywhere, guys. We got Claire Headley, and we got Tony Ortega. Also said that Masterson's brothers, there's no question that their assigned task was to get as many cast members into Scientology as possible. That was their job. This was the convincing evidence. Okay. Scientology bad. Send this guy away for 15 years. Okay. Indeed, back in December of 2003, several actors from That 70s Show performed at a Christmas fundraiser at the Scientology Celebrity Center in Hollywood. They also appeared at the annual concert in 2005. Wow. So they performed for a charity at an event hosted at a church around Christmas time. Yeah, scandalous. What a find. Photos from Kutcher, Kunis, Prepon, and Valderrama beaming on stage clad in festive costumes while Kutcher poses for photos with actress Jenna Elfman, another well-known Scientologist. Grace was not a part of the group or the friend. Oh, right, yeah. Will and Grace, Jenna Elfman, that was her. Prepon actually joined the church while dating Christopher Masterson between 1999 and 2007, although she told People magazine in 2021, I'm no longer practicing Scientology. I found another guy and I stepped in his frame, and now I'm a Christian. I haven't practiced Scientology in close to 5 years. It's no longer a part of my life. Oh no, this definitely sounds like a cult now, doesn't it? You could just come and go whenever you want. Although Kutcher and Kunis, who wed in 2015, never joined the church. Wow, he was a really shitty recruiter, huh? It was definitely his job to get as many cast members there as possible. And how many ended up joining? I don't know, like one? Cool. Never joined the church. They remained close enough to Masterson that they joined him at a Scientology wedding in 2019. Wow, they attended his wedding in 2019. They're basically, what do they call them, Grand Maesters in Scientology? I don't think that was the term. I thought that was Neil Patrick Harris. That's his brother. Oh, okay, Christopher Harris. Not Christopher Harris, sorry. Christopher Masterson. All right. In January of 2019, Kutcher and Kunis attended the wedding of Scientologist Justin Mooney, who appeared on Kutcher's Netflix show The Ranch, which also starred Masterson before it was axed from the streamer in 2017. Los Angeles Police Department first announced that they were launching an investigation into Masterson in March of 2017. Okay, so that's the firm timeline. So yeah, 14 years after 3 women came forward and accused him of sexual assault in the early 2000s. And they're like, fucking what? Imagine that. Somebody ends up, getting their career revived, and then all of a sudden a couple of chicks that couldn't secure the bag back in the cut decide to just come up with some new allegations. Cool. Do you have any evidence? No, but we can, cry on the stand. That should be enough. Mooney and his wife, Brittany Briscoe, were married by their friend, the Sandlot actor and longtime Scientologist Patrick Renna, who performed the Scientology ceremony at the Culinary Institute of America at Greystone at St. Helena, California. That's all wonderful and fantastic, and wow, Fez looks like he's really thrilled to be dressed up as an angel. But it's so funny, man. Like, if they were so inexorably linked to Scientology, why is there no pictures with like them and any of the high-ranking Scientologists? Because yeah, you got a lot of bit players, and guess what? When you're in Hollywood, when you're actors, you probably go to similar churches. I'm just saying, probably is the same thing in Catholic denominations, other Christian sects. I'm sure some of the Muslims that are also in Hollywood, probably go to the same mosque and congregate there. And there's probably some overlap if they're friends. But yeah, trying to spin this in order to just drag Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher down because they think that they got one of the big bads in Hollywood. Yeah, I don't really know about that, man. I find this sketch at best, but nefarious at worst, because now you're getting all of this after the fact evidence in order to smear anybody that wants to get to the bottom of this. Like I said, man, there's a lot of very interesting patterns starting to develop here. Kind of seems like Johnny Depp after the UK trial. I'm just saying. I'm seeing some patterns. Danny Masterson accusers shares resurfaced clips of Ashton Kutcher discussing underage Mila Kunis and Hilary Duff. Oh yeah, Danny Masterson bet Ashton Kutcher to tongue kiss Mila Kunis when she was underage on the set. It's like, yeah, they were probably acting together, and he said it would be funny if you slipped her the tongue. Not as nefarious as you want it to be, but, it's a good headline, right? Oh, he's a creep, a confirmed creep. Let's see what we have here. Danny Masterson's accuser, Chrissy Carnell Bixler, is calling out Ashton Kutcher once again for making sexual comments about underage Hilary Duff and now wife Mila Kunis. Well, that's very salacious that you have there. Lady whose charge got thrown out of the court. Tell us more. Bixler, who was one of the 3 women to accuse Masterson of rape, took to her Instagram story on Saturday to defame somebody. Fantastic. A resurfaced video of the just married star from their early aughts. The clip from 2003 episode of Punk'd, the actor said, then 15-year-old Duff, she's one of the girls that were all waiting to turn 18 alongside the Olsen twins. Okay, and... like, that was the meme. If you guys remember, if you were around back then, like, there were websites dedicated to those, like, countdown clocks, just waiting for those chicks to turn of age. Like, that was the style at the time. And again, what is he saying that's untoward? It's like, yeah, they're waiting for them to become legal. Ergo, we don't want to do anything with them right now because guess what? They're underage. I don't know if this is that big get that you think that you're getting. Bixler also shared old footage from Rosie O'Donnell's show in which Kunis recalled Kutcher making a side bet. Yeah, here's what I've seen before. With Masterson when she was 14 years old on that 70s show. So yeah, they were all actors together. Danny goes to him and says, dude, I'll give you $10 if you French kiss her. Yeah, and guess what? They were a couple on that show. Yeah, it's dudes being bros. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, one clip showed the actor celebrating after a teenage Kunis sat on his lap. Yeah, that could be a still from the show. Again, dude, if you want to go prosecute the show, take that up with Fox. The fuck are you doing? They're in a marriage right now. By all accounts, seems like a fairly successful one right now. It doesn't really look like anybody's too terribly fucking aggrieved, you busybody. Yet another resurfaced clip captured Kunis sitting on Kutcher's lap as a teenager in a promo photo for the sit. Oh my god, it's even worse. I thought that was just that's a promo shot. They're actors, by the way. They get told to do certain things and they have to comply because it's their fucking job. And guess what? What's even grosser? What's even more disgusting about this? Kutcher and Kunis were also playing kids that were under the legal age, and they were doing all of those things. Oh my god! And they were also smoking pot, which was illegal. Oh my god! what the fuck are we doing? And it feels good and I like it a lot. He said when laughing and grabbing the actress who was giggling and screaming. Yeah, it's called playful banter. Oh my god. Bixler put Masterson in the hot seat as well when she posted the video, the actor remembering how he first landed his role on That 70 Show alongside a young Kunis. 14, she was even hotter than, if I'm allowed to say that. Yo, we don't have the full context on that, but even still, just what we have right there. It's like, yeah, she was an attractive girl, but she was 14 at the same time. Am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to say that she was attractive back in the day? I didn't know she was 14 in that fucking show. Holy, that's kind of crazy. But at the same time, it was a sitcom. It looks like everybody was complying. I didn't hear, outside of Topher Grace being kind of a bitch, like nobody really had anything to say about anything going on the set. Like it seemed like it was a pretty calm place. But yeah, okay, that was one of the chicks that didn't quite make out as well as the rest of them. But it is absolutely wild how these Me Too allegations, that's just what I'm seeing them as right now, with Danny Masterson and then just trying to spin everybody else into this. Just taking down far more successful people that have long careers, seem to have been doing good things, but all of a sudden, and now it's just trying to be guilt by association by a bunch of chicks that are approaching the wall, thinking that this is going to be the last time anybody's going to pay attention to them. Don't worry, guys, I can drag more people down on the way out, because all of these bitches just act like fucking crabs in a bucket. It makes me personally sick, mostly because your evidence, it's very scant when it comes to Ashton and Mila. And then for Danny Masterson, you know, tears normally don't make a conviction, but these are wild ass fucking times, especially whenever the bitches like this with these fucking crazy allegations end up getting traction. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.